What is up, guys? Welcome to another MK mobile video. Today I'll be talking about Feat of Strength, everything that you need to know about this event, and I hope this video is going to be useful for you, especially if you are a beginner. Now, first thing first, Feats of Strength has two, let's call it that way, it has two sides. The first one is entirely cosmetic. For instance, you are unlocking specific victory stances, as you can see, and now if I click here, I can preview and see what actually the victory stance does, and I can do that with every single one of those. If I click here and a bleeder, as you can see, I can preview what the victory stance does. It's the same thing with the taunt. If I press on taunt here, I like you bloody, she's going to say I like you bloody, and I will know what I will be trying to unlock, even though in this specific case it is unlocked. For the icons, of course, I can go here and I say I want to equip this icon. There we go, and I equipped it. You can see it on my war banner. So at the end of the day, if you click on a specific unlock feature, when it comes to the cosmetics, you can equip it right off the bat. However, this doesn't affect the bonuses that you get. For instance, if I knock out 1,000 enemies using Cold War Scarlet, I will be getting additional 2% damage buff. Currently, I'm getting 6% damage because each one of those points gives me 2% damage. So I have 2, 4, and 6 up until now. And if I kill additional 750 enemies, so roughly, I will get another 2. So I will only unlock the cosmetic if I get the Red October or whatever this thing is called from a pack. When I'm talking about packs, you can open packs from here. For instance, I have 3 more packs to open. If I want to open them, that's fine. It will unlock the cosmetics, but it won't unlock the additional boosts. And to be honest with you guys, when it comes to Feats of Strength, I don't think I should be giving you any type of guide when it comes to the cosmetics. What I want to do is to give you a guide when it comes to the actual buffs that you are getting in Feats of Strength, which is pretty important. All I need to say in order to close the cosmetic part is that once you start collecting more and more and more of those feats, you can sell them back, and once you sell them back, you accumulate this particular currency, which is called runes, and for runes, you can actually open certain extra packs. So at the end of the day, it is something like reselling diamonds or reselling golds. You're actually reselling emotes or icons or victory stances, you name it. And after you collect enough of those runes, you can spend them to open some extra packs. And this is all I'm going to mention when it comes to the cosmetics in this game. It is all here. What you need to remember is that once you unlock it, you can equip it immediately. It doesn't matter that you didn't really knock out 1,000 enemies, you can equip the particular effect. However, you don't get the damage boost. And now let's talk about the boosts that Feats of Strength offers, which are really impactful, especially for your main character. Cold War Scarlet is definitely not my main character, but all I want to do is to go through each and every one of the boosts and let you know which ones, in my opinion, are the most important. First thing first is defense. What defense does is actually it's a damage reduction. So if you're supposed to take 100 damage and you have 2% damage, defense, then you're going to take 98 damage. And if you complete 500 matches in battle mode, you will get all the way up to 8% defense, or in other words, 8% damage reduction. In my opinion, this isn't really a bad stat. However, you have to keep in mind that doing 500 matches in battle mode can be extremely annoying. It isn't really difficult, not the slightest, but it is super annoying. So if I have to summarize everything that I think about defense, it's a good stat, but it's not your top priority. When it comes to victory stance here, in particular Scarlet case, we are having plus 4% attack up until now because we beat 125 matches in Faction Wars. And if we want to get additional 4, we need to get more than about 60 matches in Faction Wars, which is again a lot. Attack is self-explanatory stat, it increases your damage, so it's pretty useful. However, it's not really the best of what Feats of Strength can offer. Let's proceed. When it comes to the taunts menu, for instance, here we are increasing the health, and what you need to do is to knock out Kitana enemies. This isn't really very easy to do because 500 Kitanas is a lot. However, the easiest way to knock out enemies is to do it in battle mode. What I mean by that is you go here in battle mode and you pick a battle. Let's say if you want to kill Scorpion or Sub-Zero. There you go. If you want to kill Scorpion or Sub-Zero, for instance, you can grind this particular tower. Just do the first battle, then reset, and then proceed. There you go. There's a Kitana. So yeah, if I want to do Kitanas, I can kill them right here. It's not going to be that difficult. And on top of everything, I will be also grinding my battle mode, which Unfortunately, Cold War Scarlet requires, because for instance, if I want to increase my defense, I need to do battle mode, so I can combine the battle mode with the killing Kitana thing, and I can do them both kind of faster. The next one is icons. This one increases your damage, and it's quite easy because look at this, 1,000 enemies you need to kill. So at the end of the day, I can combine this one with the taunts, with the battle mode, and if I want to work on my Cold War Scarlet, I can spend about 1 healthy 2 or 3 hours in battle mode, and more or less I'll finish everything. I'll get the damage reduction, I'll get the health, and I will get the damage. So at the end of the day, I'll become much more tankier. This is a very good example of where you can combine 3 things and just farm one particular event and get them to maximum level pretty easy. And we are getting to power generation. In this particular case, we need to win matches in challenge mode. This is self-explanatory, and quite frankly, the backgrounds here are pretty awesome. For instance, this one is very sweet, so I'm going to change it. And it follows the same logic. You can unlock the banner or the background. However, in order to unlock the damage, in this particular case, the power generation, you need to fit the requirement. So 200 matches in challenge mode. I believe we need 79 more. So sooner or later we're going to do it, because whatever you do, sooner or later you have to do challenge mode, right? So power generation also important, even though 8% power generation boost is not incredible, it is still something useful to have. Again, not a top priority. And we're getting to the absolute top priority if you want to make sure that your main character is strong, and this is the lethal blow chance. In this particular case, I have to do 300 combo enders, which I'm not going to do with Scarlet. You see, she isn't my main character, but let's take a look at some other character who really will benefit from that. In majority of cases, your main character is going to be a character who is a good fighter. So basically, he stands in the fight for long, he fights, he power drains, he snares, stuff like this. And one of the best fighters in the game, especially in the gold realm, is Combat Cup Johnny Cage. And take a look at this. Now, let's take a look at titles. I have completed that long time ago. And it is super easy with Johnny Cage because it requires to do Special 1. A Special 1 is what you usually actually do with this character. But what I'm trying to say here is that 8% lethal blow chance, in my opinion, is much more impactful than any of the other things that you can unlock. They are all good, they are all useful, but 8% lethal blow chance is a game changer. In certain situations, in certain battles, having 8% lethal blow chance increase will literally make the difference between losing and winning, and that's pretty awesome. So every single time when you see a character, especially once again, especially I'm going to stress on that very much, especially if that's your main character, because usually you want to max feats of strength on your main character. So if your main character is, let's say, Johnny or Scorpion, whatever, you need to make sure that you max out the lethal blow chance first. It is super important, and more or less it's the same situation for any character. Another thing that I want to mention, this is going to be the last thing about feats of strength, is that when you click here on the event, you can see actually which are the characters that are very close to completing specific tasks. For instance, if you select the Joker, you can see that he just completed this particular task, which is doing battles in challenge mode. And if you actually sort them, you can sort them by completeness. You will see that there are certain characters who are extremely close of completing certain tasks. For instance, Sub-Zero, I need to do 12 more combo enders, and I'm going to unlock 2 additional damage reduction. Let's take a look at Sonya Blade. All I need to do here is to do, I believe, 3 more special ones, and once I do that, I'm going to unlock another 2% damage reduction. So this is very useful for you if you want to get a lot of packs, because usually if you complete certain things, for instance like this one, you'll be getting packs that you can spend in the rune offerings. So again, a very useful way to see which characters are getting really close to completing specific events, so that you can just play with those characters for a couple of minutes, complete the event, get the packs, and then open some feat packs so that you can unlock other taunts, or let's say you unlock other banners, or you can unlock icons, you name it. Alright guys, if I have to summarize the video, Feats of Strength is not only good because it gives you banners and victory stances and taunts, but it also because it gives you very useful buffs to your characters. And of course, if you want to progress your main character through the Feats of Strength achievements, make sure to combine at least 2 at once so that you can do it faster at the end of the day. See you next time guys, take care.